And today I'm gonna show you how I made this chicken and noodles with a twist. Okay? And I say it's with a twist because it's not the regular chicken and noodles that you normally see. But let's get into it. So first off, I got a little oil in the skillet. And I got some chicken thighs. That's what I'm going to be using. I got some chicken thighs like diced up. So I cut them up real good. Kind of cut them into smaller pieces. Because I prefer smaller pieces. Especially when it comes to anything with egg noodles. I didn't want to make the pieces obviously too big. Or cut them too big. So dice them up. Just as small as possible. As small as possible. But you'll see as it gets cooking what I'm talking about. Because they cut up chicken thighs. You can't never get them cut all the same way anyway. So you'll see it's going to be, they all different sizes. So at this point, I'm just cooking the chicken. I'm just, right now, just kind of getting, getting that oil on the chicken. Getting it heated up before I start adding the seasoning. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. Because a lot of this is just going to be kind of covering and allowing the chicken to cook. The chicken is the star of this show. Okay. The chicken and all the seasonings, of course. But the chicken is going to be the star of this show. Okay. So I'm going to be adding some garlic Parmesan Wing seasoning that I found at Walmart. Once I try stuff, once I find stuff, I just got to try and experiment. You know what I'm saying? When I get new seasonings, I got to try and experiment, see what it tastes good with. You know what I'm saying? That's how you figure out if you like the seasoning or not. Okay. And I prefer to try it on something simple. Garlic Parmesan. I'm either going to try it on some fries or some chicken. Okay. So then I added that seasoning. I added a little bit of a little paprika, which all the seasonings is going to be at the bottom. Okay. But I did add some paprika. Okay. Because for the color. A little I don't know if it's badia or badia. But some complete seasoning. And gave it a mix. Even with those 3 seasonings, it was smelling so good. Like, it was so... It's all about the smells for me. Because because I am going to be adding a pepper and an onion. So, for flavor, of course, and for color purposes. Because I like I like color in my dishes. Okay? And I prefer the red pepper over the green. I don't know why, but I do. I take a green pepper if that's all you got, but I like red peppers. A little onion powder, for some more flavor. Okay, just a little bit, because I added like a nice little amount of that garlic Parmesan seasoning on the chicken, so just a little bit. But kind of season the taste, because as the chicken get done, you'll be able to, try pieces and stuff to make sure it tastes right and adjust your seasonings, okay? Because like I said, this is the star of the show. You got to make this, you got to make sure the chicken is on point, okay? Them flavors got to be on point before you top it over them egg noodles, okay? And here we are. It's getting cooked up. You see I had covered it. It's getting done. You see it's starting, it starts to get done, you see the oil at the bottom is starting to thicken up a little bit more. And that's what we want, because it's letting me know that it's almost done. Okay. At this point, the chicken is about done. But you can see. Like, if you try to chop a piece in half, or you'll know when the chicken is done, basically. But like, take a piece out, cut it in half. If it's pink still, it's not done, But just, you got to make sure you taste it first to make sure it's tender to your liking. Which is why I cover it with the top for this pan. I cover it and let it cook, because when you cover it, it allows the chicken to cook thoroughly. Yes. I don't know what my words just be all over the place sometimes, but you see what I'm saying. You get where I'm going with this. You feeling what I'm putting down. I know you is. But yeah, that's all we doing. I think it's therapeutic. Just stirring the chicken up like that. That's why I love cooking. I was about to say but I do love cooking. Like, that's what I love to do. I'd be more excited about the finished product. Because, I have to try it on the way. I'm the first taste tester when I experiment and try out these new dishes. But added a little bit of seasoned salt, by the way. Like I said, the seasoning is going to be at the bottom, so you ain't got to worry about that. But you can add whatever you want to add. I'm just, of course, letting you know what I added. But yeah, I tend to get off subject on these voiceovers, but here we are. We're just letting it get you. So you see, as time goes on, as the video goes on, you see the chicken starting to turn. We want it to turn a color. It ain't supposed to be pink. The chicken should be a color for sure. That paprika supposed to be doing what it's supposed to do. Okay? It's supposed to do it. And that's it. It's just a lot of stirring and just making sure that chicken is cooked. And make sure I like the flavors. Like, I was stirring a lot and doing a lot of this just because I really be wanting to make sure that the flavor's on point. I need all that. All that. Maximum flavors. For the egg noodles, I did just boil them. I just boiled them until they, like, I just followed the packaging. And like I said, 1 yellow onion, 1 red pepper. So I took the chicken out, put that to the side, and, you know, I kept all the stuff that was in the chicken. I ain't washed the pan out or nothing. I just kept all the juices and all that in the pan, and I just put the peppers and onion in there, because that's flavor. That's flavor. Take the chicken out, put the peppers and onions in there. That allows the peppers to get a little bit of that seasoning and those flavors from the bottom of the pan, because we need that. It kind of deglazes the pan, because I want it to be crisp. That's why I'm cooking it separately, because I didn't want the veggies to be too, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I just wanted to do them separately because I still wanted a toughness to the veggies here. Like, I didn't want them to get too moist and too soft, basically, if I cooked them with the chicken. Now, you can do that if you want to, if you pressed on time and all that, but it's easy for me. I just, you know, cook it separately. I cook everything separately, and then you'll see. So I'm using the wide egg noodles. Like I said, I'm just boiling them. I'm following the pan, or just boiling them until they are the tenderness of my liking, because I don't like them too soft, but I want them, you know, cooked. So then I'm going to add the chicken with the peppers first. Okay, and give it a mix. It's almost like I'm doing like my stir fry thing, because you could put this on top of anything. You put it on top of some rice. You can put it on top of some potatoes. You could top this on top of anything. I just chose egg noodles because that's what I had. Okay, that's what I was feeling. That's what I had, and that's what I did. So the egg noodles, all I did was put a little bit of, I just picked a seasoning out of the ones I use and put that on there. So I just put a little black pepper and a little bit of seasoning. And that was it. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. But like I said, just pick a seasoning and put it on top. I don't put too much on top of the egg noodles, but I still want them to have flavor. That's why I like to add a little bit of either seasoning or a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning or garlic powder. Something with some flavor. Okay? Something with a lot of flavor, with just a little bit of salt. Okay. Now I'm just using the rest of my W sauce because that's all I had left. So I just wanted to get rid of that because, you know, the Worcestershire sauce does add a lot of flavor. Okay, the W sauce. I just call it the W because I don't like dealing with having to pronounce that name. You know, but you know, the W sauce adds flavor. It adds flavor to all dishes. So I just mixed it up. They became one. This is the noodles, seasoned and ready to go with a little bit of butter on them. So I put butter, a little pepper, and a little seasoning on them. Then I put the chicken on top of them egg noodles and topped it with the Kinder's garlic Parmesan sauce. And it was so delicious. Oh my gosh. Like, I just keep coming out with bangers. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. Make this. Y'all, you're not going to regret it. I swear you're not. It's going to be so good. And while you at it, go follow my Instagram. Okay? Make sure you follow my Instagram. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share. Come on. We're trying to build here. We're building. We're trying to get it up. I'm trying to get to 10K. I got my TikTok to 17K. We need to get everything to 10K. Okay? Everything above 10K. We going big, baby.